Hi guys, right, so this is a really important video. I want those of you who have been watching the videos for a while, who always send me emails like, what should I be doing on a daily basis? What should I be doing? I really want you to do this. So I'm sorry, this is a bit of a lagging video on the PC, but I need the iPad to show you some stuff in the video. So that's why we're using the PC, which is a little bit lagging. So the picture's not great. So what we're doing is, you are aware that there's endless places that you can find French content with subtitles. So this is a video where I'm going to say what you need to be doing to really see that make a difference. Okay, because you could sit and watch stuff with French subtitles for hours a week and it works, and people that see a massive difference. So step one, I want you to find, I'm not saying Netflix or Amazon Prime or anything in particular, but they are generally quite good. So today for the video, we're going to use Netflix. So I want you to find, ideally, something where you can choose a program and you can change the subtitles. If not, there's plenty of places where you can get material with French subtitles, and I will put some links underneath to different series, whatever, and you can look at that. So it doesn't need that, but it is good with something like Netflix or Amazon Prime or something like this. Okay, but it doesn't matter if you don't have that. Step two, make sure that you are listening to it in audio, in English first. And the reason I stress this is you don't looking up what the subtitle wants to do that. Okay, subtitles don't work. You need to know what they mean and you need to say them. So what that means is I want you to set the audio settings, if you have Netflix, on English audio and French subtitles. For the moment, we're going to swap. So that will be step two. The next concept, I really want you to find something which is an original English or American TV show, or the language of your choice. Obviously, if you're watching this and you learn your Spanish first language, have it in the language of your choice or whatever's going on. Or ideally, it doesn't really matter. The point is, if you have dubbed content, that means content where the original program was made in one language and then someone speaks over it, the language is just a little bit clearer. The speaking is just a little bit clearer than a live naturalistic performance. Also, in this intermediate to advanced stage that some of you are in, or even beginner, it's good for you not to be able to lip read. So nothing is wrong in doing this method with French original content, but I just think it pushes people a little bit more, and and there's just more choice. Okay, so that's my other recommendation. So this is what you do then. So you take, let's say, Netflix. Okay, so I'm using Netflix today. Complete copyright disclaimer, I don't own any of the footage on here. It's just a way to show you what to do. So if, for example, you have Netflix, you are going to press the information button, and it's going to bring down, can you see? It's going to bring down lists. So you are going to select French subtitles and English audio. I, for the moment, have got it on Italian settings, but you can see what I'm saying. So it brings down two columns. Those of you who are not familiar with this, on Netflix, there is a button that looks like a speech bubble. So make sure that's the one that you're using. Like I said, this works with DVDs. This works with content. It just needs to be something you can press pause on, right? Next thing. We don't need any content in particular. Particular niche vocabulary. It doesn't need to be sci-fi. It doesn't need to be, biology. It doesn't need to be, particularly too much law conversation. But it really doesn't matter as long as there's some kind of everyday drama. So, for example, I particularly like anything that's for sort of younger people, where adolescents keep talking. Yes, this works on YouTube. I'm going to give you a link later. You just need to be able to press pause. So let me get through what we've got to do and I'll answer the questions. Lovely to see you. So this basically means you need a facility to be able to press pause. So it doesn't need to be any content in particular. It's nice if it's a show that you're following, but it makes no difference. So off we go. So we randomly start. We either start at the beginning of the episode, try and find a TV show where people are talking along. Yeah, we're talking along, all right? So we press play, we look at the content. we hear the audio in the background, so we can hear what's being said. Okay. Let's see. Let's get, this is a bit of an action bit. Let's go next to this. Let's find a bit with some subtitles. How perfect that I'm showing you this, and it's one that's got a lot of action. So try not to find stuff with action. Try to find something without action. I'm going. Right. Okay. 1 second. Oh, perfect. Go on.
Defend yourself.
Okay, fine. So this is just to show whatever we're doing, okay? Whatever the TV show is, where you can see the subtitle. Step 1, this is where we get to the guide now. Step 1, read the, you are totally linking every word. So read the subtitle, tu te défends, tu te défends. Yeah, so you'd have heard the audio, you know, defend yourself, whatever. Tu te défends. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is have a little think about it. Just think, is there anything in that phrase? Actually, no, let's say step 2 for the moment is I want you to breathe in. I want you to keep your lips together so that you don't go big in the mouth. And I want you to go, tu te défends. I want you to practice saying the words as fast as you can. Now, you can still read it at the moment. You can still look at it and go, tu te défends, or whatever the sentence would be. Okay, I've received your letter. J'ai reçu ta lettre. Step 2, breathe in. J'ai reçu ta lettre. Faster than you would normally say it. Breathe in. Keep your lips together. J'ai reçu ta lettre. I want you to practice doing it with the air from your chest because that is what is going to get the French out, okay? Now, when you speak normally, we don't need the lips like this, but it's just a way to stop you going with the big mouth and teeth, all right? Step 3 and 4 are optional. It depends if you don't understand the French. If you don't understand the French, think, right, what verb is that coming from? What infinitive is that from? Okay, so tu te défends, that's the verb to defend yourself. Se défendre, by all means do this with, you know, a dictionary on the side if need be. Most of the people that watch this kind of stuff, if they've heard the French audio, the English audio can work this out. If not, welcome to the beginners. That's great, you're going to shoot up. So, right, why am I getting to that? Why is the French what it is? You look at that. Step 4 would be to place it in a different tense. Just think, hang on, you defend yourself. How would I say he defends himself, or he was defending himself, or I will defend myself? So just deliberately play with one other person and one other. It's always good to play with another person. Play with one other person and play with one other tense. So say, for example, my sentence would be, I received I received a letter. J'ai reçu ta lettre. I received your letter. Change it to, I will receive your letter, or I will have received your letter, or he had received your letter, just to make sure that we're doing that, okay? That seems really simple now, but when we've got phrasal verbs, that's what we need to do. So that's 3 and 4. That's the playing with the French to make sure you've got the French. Miss out 3 and 4 if you understand the French, go straight to the next one. Turn your head to the side, make sure that you are not looking at what you are doing, and I want you to say the line as if it is in your life. Now, you are not a werewolf hunter. You are not, you know, a vampire. You are not any of the TV shows that are on, but you need to make it work in a way that works for you. So, for example, here, the line was tu te défends, you defend yourself. Imagine you're at work, somebody's teasing somebody else, and you say, defend yourself. Yeah, you defend yourself. You know, someone, she's teasing you, you know, she's saying, oh, I'm not going to make you a coffee. Whatever situation you need, turn your head to one side, imagine yourself in that situation, say, tu te défends. Yeah, make it work. Yeah, give it me in 2 emotions. Make it work. After this, there's going to be a proper video done on how to use emotion in your French. So I want 2 emotions for when you act this out. Yeah, so basically we use the script at school in a drama, okay? So imagine you're angry with somebody because they're not standing up for themselves. Tu te défends. Yeah, now imagine that like you're trying to reassure somebody because they're not defending themselves. Come on, you can do this. Vas-y, tu te défends. A nice little hint would be to use a word before it. So go no, or yes, or some little word that's going to put you in the mood. So no, you defend yourself. So what do we do? Do we run away? No, you defend yourself. Non, tu te défends. So whatever you do. That was a long-winded way of saying those are the steps. Step one, through it really slowly, all linking together, vowels in place, all the words joined. Step two, breathe in as fast as you can. Step three is to find out what the infinitives or the grammar is or any of that kind of stuff. Step four would be to change it into a different tense, a different person, if necessary. Step five is to turn your head to the side and to say one emotion. Step six is to say it another emotion. Let's carry on, okay? Okay, so, and again, this will be on YouTube, anything you can press pause. So let's play. How typical when I'm doing this. There's no speech, they're all fighting. Oh, wonderful. Let's have a go. How typically perfect. What great timing. Okay, fine. So, next one. Subtitle. Slowly through it. Viens, j'ai à te parler. J'ai à te parler. Well, I want it to not even sound normal. I want it to be as fast as you possibly can. It doesn't need to be normal. Viens, viens, j'ai te parler. Viens, j'ai te parler. It's just to get it out quickly. Step 3 and 4 would be to be like, right, so what are they saying here? So come, I have something to tell you. Viens, j'ai te parler. Okay. So I'm thinking, well, what would I say? So if you've heard him say in the audio, I need to tell you something, I have something to tell you, just think, well, what would I say? How would I create that? You might be at the stage in your French, you don't know how to create that. You might say something different. J'ai quelque chose à te dire. J'ai quelque chose à te raconter. Il faut que je te dise quelque chose. All of these are fine. Nobody's saying that this is the only way to say these things. And you are going to see a big difference in a minute when we listen to the audio. There's differences between audio and the subtitles. The audio is done to match the English or American actors speaking. Yeah. The subtitles are done to fit in neatly at the bottom of the screen. So, viens, j'ai te parler, you might go, oh, I didn't know you could say that. I thought you have to say, je dois te parler. So there you go, we've learned a new thing. So just learn the verb for that. So avoir, à, faire quelque chose, you know how to do. Okay, fine. Lovely. Turn that way. You're not a werewolf hunter, so talk to your friend, you're at work. Hey, I've got some, you know, come, I'm going to tell you something privately. I don't want everybody else hearing. Make it work for you. Hey, viens, j'ai te parler. Now let's change emotion. Imagine that you're annoyed with somebody else and you need to say, come here, I need to talk to you. Okay? Bien, j'ai te parler. Two different emotions, made it work, carry on. Okay? Great. Let's carry on. How typical, there's no dialogue on the exercise I'm trying to find. There's so much fighting in this episode. It's really annoying me. Let's go back another episode. It's really annoying me. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go to that one. So sorry about this, guys. Let's go right back to there. That'll do. Okay. Apologies for the delay. Okay. Oh.
As long as somebody's left it.
Right, off we go. So, read it out. Tant qu'il restera quelqu'un à Hills. Tant qu'il restera quelqu'un à Beacon Hills. Slowly as you can go. Tant qu'il restera quelqu'un à Beacon Hills. Next one, fast as you can go. Even at the moment, if you don't know quite what it means, breathe in. Tant qu'il restera quelqu'un à Beacon Hills. Tant qu'il restera quelqu'un à Beacon Hills. You're practicing your mouth, getting really good and really fast at the subtitles. Right, now we look at the French. Basically, as long as somebody remains in Beacon Hills, yeah? As long as somebody remains in Beacon Hills, okay? Whilst someone remains in Beacon Hills, okay? You've always got Google Translate. You've always got whatever you need to make sure you know what that means, okay? Think about that. Okay, verb rester, okay? So there is somebody, il reste. 3 personnes, 3 people are left, whatever. Make sure you know the verb. Turn your head to one side. Yeah. Imagine you're saying it in a happy way. Make it work for you. You don't live in Beacon Hills, you live in wherever your town is. So let's say, as long as someone's left in London who can help me, I will, you know, whatever. Tant qu'il restera quelqu'un à Londres, you know, whatever, pour m'aider, make it work for you. Now be angry. As long as there's someone in this house who's going to say, you know, whatever, tant qu'il restera quelqu'un ici, whatever, make it work for you. Next one. Okay, fine, easy peasy. Next one. J'adore ton plan. J'adore ton plan. Yeah, fine. I love your plan. Off you go. Fast as you can. J'adore ton plan. J'adore ton plan. Turn it to the side. Quickly say to yourself, make it work for you. Oh, I love your plan. Yeah, we're going to have a party. We're going to put balloons in the garden. Oh, j'adore ton plan. Yeah. Be sarcastic. Imagine you don't like the plan. Oh, j'adore ton plan. Whatever. Two different emotions contrasting. Off you go. Okay, great. Surtout la partie où style se transforme. Surtout la partie où style se transforme. Okay, bits of French grammar in that. Let's do it quickly first, sorry. Surtout la partie où style se transforme. What you're going to find is saying the English names sounds a little bit annoying. So sometimes, let's just change it to a token name. Let's just say Marc. Ouais, surtout la partie où Marc se transforme. Whatever's going on. Or Richard. Okay. So next up, let's look at the French. So especially the part. Notice we're saying la partie. We're not saying le part. Where, où somebody changes, se transforme. Yeah. Okay. Se transforme. So this is from sci-fi. Okay. But basically, you know, it could just as well be, you know, somebody turns themselves into something else. Yeah. Whatever. Surtout la partie où style se transforme. So I really like it, especially the part where Luke becomes, Luke's going to go and get dressed and, you know, whatever works for you in a work situation, the home situation. Oh oui, surtout la partie où Luke se transforme. You know, I really, which part of the film do you like? Oh, I really like the bit where, you know, he turns into whatever. Oh oui, j'aime bien la partie. Surtout la partie, I liked all of it, but surtout la partie où, whatever, Superman se transforme. Whatever's going on. Or even somebody turns into, you know, a bit of a bitch or something. You know, it doesn't need to be like supernatural. Next one. Pourquoi? Ça ne marchera pas. Pourquoi? Okay, next one. Fast as you can. Ça ne marchera pas. Ça ne marchera pas. Pourquoi? Okay, so it won't work. Okay, let's quickly check we know what it means. You'd have heard someone saying it won't work. So you know what it means. You know what the audio is. You just think, hang on, I thought marcher was to walk. Okay, it also means work then in this context, as in work as in it's the TV's working or the plan's working or whatever. Fine. So check with marcher. Do something else with marcher. That worked. Ça a marché. That was working. Ça marchait. Yeah? They were working. You know, the two TVs in the room. Le TV marchait. Le téléviseur marchait. Okay? Turn your head to one side. He's talking about killing werewolves or whatever. Turn your head to one side. Imagine someone saying, hey, we could get the bus to work tomorrow instead of driving, so we can then go and have a drink after work. Just say that won't work because I need the car afterwards. Ça ne marchera pas. Non, 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 non. Ça ne marchera pas. Yeah, whatever. Make it work for you. Act it out. Don't read it. Carrying on. Okay, fine. Next one. C'est logique, je m'y connais. C'est logique, je m'y connais. Okay, so basically, slowly, we've done it. Let's do it quickly. C'est logique, je m'y connais. C'est logique, je m'y connais. Now, no one is saying that this speed needs to be as fast as you need to go, but this is just going to be how you're going to have to do it to get it in your mouth. To physically get your mouth used to saying French as quickly. Check the French. Check the French, check the French. C'est logique, it's logical. Je m'y connais, I know myself in this kind of area. Yeah. Je m'y connais, it's kind of like, I know what I'm like. So you might go and say, je me connais. Fine, make sure you know what this is. Je m'y connais, like in those days, whatever. Okay. No one's asking you to go and kill werewolves, or are you going to take for a werewolf? So say it's kind of like, do you want to come out afterwards? No, because I'll get to the party and I'll just get tired. I know myself. I'll get to the party and I'll just get tired. I know myself. I'd have rather stayed at home. No. Moi, je m'y connais. Make it work for you. Let's do one more and then we're going to swap around from the French. Okay, fine. Et s'il s'enlève, I can't read it from the thing. Et s'il enlève, I'm getting better at reading backwards. Et s'il enlève, if they take him, if they remove him, whatever. Et s'il enlève, yeah. So look at how efficiently this has been said. What happens if they remove it or something? What happens if they remove him? Oh, what are we going to do? Yeah, the bus stop, what are we going to do? And if they remove it, yeah, that will do. Et s'il enlève, yeah, et s'il enlève, okay? So just get into the habit of saying everything as many times as you kind of possibly can, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So to sum up, step one, I'm going to write this under the description underneath. Step one, slowly through it. All links. Step two, make sure that you can say it as physically fast as you can. Step 3 and 4 would be to find the dictionary infinitive of it to see what it means and to play with it in different tenses. Step 5, which is what you go to if you know the French already, but just to read it rather than to use it. Say it using an emotion on the side. Say it using a second emotion on the side. Now, for the next part, I'd like you then to change the settings into French audio. I'd like you to pop the settings on audio. The reason we're going to do this is that you're then going to be listening to how it sounds different from what's being said. Now, this is a slightly more advanced thing to do for those of you who are pushing yourselves. So that's all great. I'd like you to make sure that you have a quiet background when you're doing this. Don't try and fight against other people in the house. So make sure this, good. So now let's have a little listen to what the difference is between the audio and what the difference is between what the people are saying. Now, this is a great thing to do. This is an excellent exercise because it just gets you used to saying how you can say things in a different way. Okay? So let's have a look. So the sentence, and I really recommend doing 10 minutes of a TV show and going back and doing the same with the audio. So here, for example, now, the one I wanted is working. So we've got je pourrais t'ignorer complètement, tu ne pourrais rien y faire. That's the kind of sentences I'd ideally like in your copying, your first one. Je pourrais t'ignorer complètement, tu ne pourrais rien y faire. Je pourrais t'ignorer complètement, tu ne pourrais rien y faire. Okay? Okay? Turn and say, I could ignore you completely, you could do nothing about it. Let's hear what the French audio was saying for that, okay? And let's check, and I bet you it's not always the same. Right, let's just look at some of the differences. J'aimerais que tu prennes ce plan au sérieux. Yeah, j'aimerais bien que tu prennes ce plan au sérieux. Okay, or j'aimerais que tu prennes ce plan au sérieux. I'd like you to take the plan seriously. Okay, what did you hear in the audio? Je souhaiterais. Yeah, different verb, I wish. Yeah, I wish you take this plan seriously. Notice the differences. That's fine, we understand both. Okay, and he said, je souhaite que tu prennes cette affaire, so this business. Yeah, he says in the subtitles, I hope you take this thing seriously. In the audio and the audio, he says, I wish you take this business more seriously. Yeah, do you understand? It's the same idea, but it's just so you get to hear what's both. Practice saying what you're reading, then copy what you're hearing, okay? Okay, so he says, je n'assiste pas à la destruction de ma société. So I'm not going to attend, je n'assiste pas à la destruction de ma société. I'm not going to turn up at the destruction of my company. What have we got in the subtitle? Pour ne pas voir détruire ma boîte. So to not see my company destroyed. Okay, notice the difference. This is much more in line with what I originally wanted for you in terms of the subtitling length and quality, okay? But it just wasn't working earlier. It was only offering me the Spanish. Right. He says in audio, you perhaps heard it. C'est ton entreprise. It's your company. Yeah, we've had another word. Yeah, we've now got in the subtitles. C'est ta boîte maintenant. C'est ta boîte maintenant. It's your company now. So boîte is like a slang word for company. Yeah. In the audio, we've got that one matches. Ça a toujours été. That's always been it. Okay. Ça l'a toujours été. That one's slightly different. Okay, on we go. So in the audio, he says, tu sais que je pourrais simplement t'ignorer. You know that I could, I could simply ignore you. Tu sais que je pourrais simplement t'ignorer. Okay, okay. The audio is that. The visual is je pourrais simplement t'ignorer. I can't read it backwards. Je pourrais t'ignorer complètement. Okay, I could ignore you. Okay, completely. Okay. The audio says, et tu ne pourrais absolument rien y faire. You could do nothing about it. Notice that the subtitle says, tu ne pourrais rien y faire. So what we're learning is that they are different. They are either shorter, they're less sort of, they're not quite as heavy in terms of the vocabulary, or sometimes it will be that the subtitle is a little bit heavier, but it's just acknowledging there's so many ways of saying the same thing. Okay, so in the audio, he says, parfois tu ne peux pas t'empêcher de réagir comme si tu avais 8 ans. Sometimes you can't help yourself from acting like you were an 8-year-old, yeah, or you can't help but act like an 8-year-old, okay? The subtitle would be, on dirait parfois que tu as toujours 8 ans. So that's the kind of length stuff that you turn to the side and say, on dirait parfois que tu as toujours 8 ans. Yeah, okay? So, that is the kind of stuff that you're going to get through it more. You're going to get through it more using emotion. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on emotion very shortly. Please watch it. You're going to get through it more on emotion. Okay. On dirait parfois que tu as toujours 8 ans. Okay. Good. So you've got your system. I'm going to write it in the description. You are going to do slow and steady all the way through. Vowels connect, connect, connect. You are going to go quickly through it, breathing as fast as you possibly can. You're going to check the diction infinitive. You're going to make sure you need to say it in any of the tense if possible. Yeah? If necessary. Turn to the side, 2 different emotions, making it work for you in context. Okay? I hope that's all clear. Any questions before I leave? Curls Gone Wild. I think you've kind of got what you need. I want you all to let me know how this works for you. Complete recommendation of Netflix. I think it's fantastic. Please don't take this video offline. Netflix, for watching this, all I'm doing is recommending Netflix. It would work with YouTube. It would work with Vimeo. It would work with a DVD from your local library. It just needs to be something where you can pause and read the subtitle. That is all we need, all right? I hope this has been useful. Please do let me know. Yeah, please do let me know in comments and things underneath if this has been useful. I will put the plan underneath of what to do specifically in the description. Take care, guys.